if you're not from Hawaii and you sell property here in the state of Hawaii, you may have to pay some additional taxes. We're going to talk about that up next. Yeah, aloha friends. Welcome to the Big Island video blog. Dylan Onaka here. Today we're going to talk about FIRPTA and HARPTA. What the heck is that? A lot of people don't find out till it's too late, and it's something you really want to consider if you're not a resident of the state of Hawaii or you're not a citizen of the US. So the first one is FARPTA, or FIRPTA, sorry, it's a mouthful. It's the Foreign Investment in Real Estate Tax Act, which was passed in 1980, and it requires that the federal government get paid for capital gains if you are a foreigner that sells property in the United States. So what it is it's a withholding. It's not necessarily a tax, but it's a withholding that is kept when the property is sold. And unless you can prove that you don't owe taxes, or after you pay your taxes, you get some of it back, they're going to withhold this money to ensure that you don't sell the property, skip town, and then not pay your taxes. So FIRPTA is a 15% withholding. It's pretty significant when you sell property, and could be a big chunk, and especially could eat significantly into any type of gain that you realize on that property. So it's something you definitely want to think about. Even if you're a part owner, you're going to be responsible for the part of the property that you own, the liability there, or the money that you make off of that sale. So there are exceptions if the property is under $300,000 or the buyer is going to use the property as a principal residence. There is a way that you can get out of paying the tax, but you want to make sure you look into those things and figure all that out before it's too late and you end up getting that money withheld and then not returned to you. So that is if you're a foreign citizen. If you are not a Hawaii resident, you also get hit with HARPTA. So non-Hawaii US citizens who are non-Hawaii residents get hit with HARPTA, which is the Hawaii version of FIRPTA. But if you're a foreign citizen, you get hit with both. So this can be a pretty significant amount of money when it's all said and done. But HARPTA is the Hawaii withholding, and that is a 5% withholding, which is currently on the governor's desk to go up to 7.5%. So it could get larger here shortly. But it is 5% of the amount realized is the term that they use. And some people try and interpret that and say, well, if I didn't have a gain on the sale, then there is no amount realized. And for the law, amount realized is defined as the amount, or for purposes of the withholding, is the contract or sales price. So they're going to be looking at the sales price, not the net gain that you had on the property. So you definitely want to take a close look at this. There is a exemption of $300,000 if the property is under $300,000, but all of this requires paperwork and filing with the appropriate tax department in order to get the exemption. So you want to start this process early and not wait until you're in escrow, and it could be 30 days if it's a cash transaction where you're rushing to get your CPA involved, because I highly recommend not taking my advice, but taking a tax professional's advice who knows specifically the law and then your specific situation, because your liability can change based on many different things, and you want to get somebody involved who knows what they're doing and can walk you through this process. And you want to have the time to get the information together that you need to make sure that you're not paying any necessary tax that you don't have to. So that's a quick summary of FIRPTA and HARPTA, and something that you definitely want to consider if you're buying property in Hawaii and you're not a resident or not a US citizen, but definitely if you are selling property and you're not a citizen or a Hawaii resident, because that's going to have a big hit on your amount that you take home at the end of the day, and you want to make sure that you're getting any exemptions that you can as soon as possible so you don't have to pay that withholding. So quick summary of FIRPTA and HARPTA. Hope this helps out. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, everybody. Aloha.